to another one of my episodes. Today's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to talk to you about my plan for 2025. I have got an idea in mind for something I'm going to do across the whole year, hopefully, a year-long project. I'm super excited about it, and I thought, why not film me chatting about the idea of it and what I'm going to do, and progress updates will be shared definitely across Instagram, and who knows, maybe I'll do like, you know, some sort of shorts or something on YouTube. I'll see how I feel, we'll see how it's going. First of all, sorry that it's a bit of a miserable day outside. I live in England and it's January and it's been basically like -2 all day. It's horrible, miserable and grey, but I'm very lucky to have the best boyfriend, and he got me a ring light for Christmas, so I'm using my new tripod / ring light stand to film. It's my first time using it, but I'm pretty happy with it because I think it's making the nice glow without having to have, like, honestly, it's like dark outside and it's 4:20. Probably should have filmed this hours ago, but anyway, regardless, it's 4:20 and look at this glow, it's amazing. Anyway, sorry if you hear noises in the background. I've got pets. This is my guinea pig pen. Don't know if you can see it, like next to the Christmas tree. Guinea pigs live in there. They're noisy. They're chewing something at the moment, cardboard I think, I don't know. Anyway, I hope you all had a lovely Christmas if you celebrate, holidays, whatever you celebrate, and have had a good rest, enjoyed some knitting, crochet, crafting, whatever. I'm wearing my neck sweater, just thought I'd shout this out. Now, I knit this a couple of months ago, blocked it, wasn't quite happy with it, so I have recently washed it and reblocked it, and I only just took it off the blocking mats this afternoon, sometime today. And it's still like got the crease from the blocking mats, so I apologise if they like stick out a little bit. It's just the crease from the blocking mats, it'll go away, it is what it is. But I'm happy with like how the neckline is sitting, and I was a little bit worried that because I didn't put a colour catcher on when I washed it. It has already been washed, but I thought that this might have lost some of its brightness, but I think the contrast is still pretty cool. Anyway, let's just get on with it. 2 minutes in, let's just get on with it. So, my plan for 2025, all the normal knits. Everything else is going to be normal. However, I've decided that I'm going to knit a blanket. I've never knit a blanket. I picked up the Pearl Soho, like corner to corner type blanket that they have. A while ago, I tried to knit it and I just realised it wasn't going to happen. I did 2 squares and was like, this isn't for me, put it down. The idea of knitting a blanket just daunts me with how huge a project it is. Crocheting doesn't daunt me quite as much. I've knit a baby blanket and I've crocheted a baby blanket and I've crocheted like a granny square blanket, although I don't think it's got the ends weaved in, it's just sat in a drawer. Really should do something with that. Anyway, crocheting blankets, not quite as scary. Knitting blankets terrifies me. Big project, that. Big project. Anyway, I love a blanket. I'm a real blanket person. So I thought, do you know what, it's time, I'm going to knit a blanket. And when Laura Penrose released the Stella Quilt Blanket, I immediately was in love with it, and I was like, I need to knit that. But I know what I'm like, and I know I'll start it and I'll love it and I'll get engrossed in it, and then that's it. I won't pick it up again. So I am doing that blanket, but I'm doing it in a little bit of a difference. So I'm doing the Stella Quilt Blanket. I'll pop a picture here somewhere, if I haven't already. I'm doing the Stella Quilt Blanket, but the plan is to do a motif, as she calls it, so like a large square, 1 a month. So you'll see, when I pop it up, you'll see the size I'm going to do is going to be 12 large squares, and each large square has got inside it a motif made up of smaller squares and triangles. The plan is to do 1 motif every month for the entire of 2025, and then obviously the border will come whenever, I don't know when I finish it, whoever, whenever. But when I've got those 12 squares, obviously that's a blanket. So, sorry, I'm just looking at my yarns and thinking, what am I going to say? So, I have started this with my January square already, because it's currently the 4th of January. Only the 4th somehow, because I've been at work, I've been back to work and Christmas was gone and whatever. Anyway, 4th is the 4th, I think, maybe the 5th, I think it's 4th today. And I cast this on the 2nd because I didn't have, the yarn didn't come until the 2nd. So I cast it on the 2nd. So the plan is, this square is for January and the colour is going to be purple. And then when it starts February, then I'll start the February square, and then March, and hopefully each one will be a different colour. There won't be 12 colours, because I know that certain colours will be more, like I'm sure there will probably be 2 purple squares and 2 pink squares and maybe even 2 blue, because I have quite a lot of scraps. But backtracking, because all I'm doing is chatting. The idea is to try and use up scraps only. Maybe a few minis. I know that I've already got a mini upstairs that's actually, I say it's upstairs, it's not, it's here. Let me show you. Because I was going to use it for my purple square and I've decided not to. This is caked up in a bit of a funny cake, but it's this was from Rosie's Moments in a Lucky Dip bag from Unravel Festival. So yeah, you can see it's got like blues and pinks, and it has got purple in there. You can see there's purple in there, but I think I'm going to save it for pink, maybe a blue square. So sort of minis like this, I might use them, but the plan is going to be mostly scraps. So I'll show you what I've got so far. So this is all I've done so far. But I'm really happy with it and I'm really enjoying it. It's really fun. The thing is, because they're quite small squares, they knit up quite quickly, and because like these ones especially, because they're 50-50, you just like fly through them, because you just like do the triangle, then you're at the colour change, and then you like, oh awesome, and I can just finish this other half, and you just through. Yeah, so I'm quite happy with this. I was a little bit worried about the contrast of some of my purples, but that like is quite the contrast already, so I think I'm gonna have no problem. So each like, so this is the length of the large motif square. Each one of these is going to have in it, it could have up to 8 colours effectively, because the stars have got 8 points. I think I'm going to be doing 6 in this square, so 6 different shades of purple. So my base colour is Cascade 220 Superwash, which is a DK weight, and that is the colour Aaron. It's actually really nice, really squishy. I think it's going to make a really nice blanket. The plan was to sort of try and aim for superwash, because I just think it's a bit better, it wears a bit better, and it will wash a bit better, hopefully. We'll see. I'm pretty happy with it. This looks a little bit yellow on my camera. I'm not sure what it'll look like when you see it on your side, but it is an off-white. It doesn't look particularly yellow if the light's not yellowy, if it's just normal sort of daylight, but I'm happy with it. This colour is also Cascade, but this is Cascade Fingering Weight, which is left over from my Sasky hat. So that is a fingering weight held double. And this one I believe is also Cascade, because we're on a bit of a Cascade flex, I think. This is Cascade 220 Superwash as well, so this is the same as the base. Is it? Am I lying to you? I think it is. Cascade 220 also in, but the colour I'm unsure of. But this is left over from a beanie hat I made as a Christmas gift knit. So those are the 2 that I've done so far. So there will be 2 more triangles of those colours. And I think I might, depending on like how I look, I might reuse the colour again. I've got enough yarn to reuse both of them. I think maybe not this one, but definitely this one. So we'll see. Sorry, leaning super close to the camera then. Oh no, actually, I lied. That's not Cascade. That's not Cascade. That is Rowan. Sorry, I was tired when I knit this the other night. It's a good job I remembered, because I need to do another square of this, and not yet. I should probably write them down as I go. Anyway, this is actually Rowan Pebble Island Fine, which is a fingering weight yarn, and that's held double. Yeah, sorry, my mistake. So that's that. And like I said, I've got plenty of this. This was left over from my Daphne shawl. I've knit 2 of those, but it was my later one I did this year. That is left over from that, and like I said, I've got plenty, so I should have enough for another square if I wanted to, like another triangle. I think it uses about 10 grams, mine. You can weigh your square and work it out, and mine is about 10 grams, I think. So I've got that. Like I said, I set off a week. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. They're just really excited about yarn. This is the Cascade Superwash in the purple, and you can see I've got loads of it. Probably shouldn't really consider this a scrap because that's almost a whole ball somehow. Don't know how, because I just knit half a beanie out of it, but anyway. I've also got this yarn, which looks like a tiny amount, but I weighed it and it's 12 grams, so it should be fine. This is UK Alpaca in the shade Hopscotch. It looks quite blue there, but you can see the other side, it's quite purple. This was left over from a beanie hat as well, Christmas gift knit. Not the same one as the purple, but a similar one. So this, again, I could use it for the blue or the pink, but I think this one, when it's knitted up, looks most purple. So I think I'm going to use this one as in the purple. And then the other one I've got, which is more pink, I think I'm going to use in the pink one, maybe. Anyway, so yeah, this is UK Alpaca, so I'm just going to bend down and pick that up. And I've got, oh yeah, this, which is actually not very purple, but I'm going to hold it double and see, and if I don't like it, I can always rip it back. This is, again, I shouldn't really consider this a scrap, but I'm not, because I'm actually going to make some shorties out of this afterwards. But looking at how much left I've got left, I'm going to have enough to make a pair of shorties with contrast heel and cuff, and to be able to just nab 10 grams to go in this. But this is, it's from the Knitting Gift Shop. I feel like it's not focusing very well. It is just their sock yarn. I can't remember what the colourway for this is, but it was sort of a one-of-a-kind type thing. I fell in love with it straight away as soon as I saw it, and when I spoke to them about it at Unravel, they said they'd just dyed it up, like, just to have a mess around, really. And oh, it has actually got a yarn label in it. How did I miss that? I wonder if it says on it. Knitting Gift Shop, hand dyed, skiing weight, and it just seems to say what it is. It doesn't say like a name or anything on it. It just says the yarn. But anyway, yeah, like I said, it's not super purple, but I think it held double. I think it will look okay. Worst case, I could always hold it double, like with this, say, like hold that together and just like make it like a little mild section. Maybe, who knows? And then last but not least, I've got this, which arrived today, which this is not yet oh my gosh, why is my mind blanking? This is not a scrap by any means, it's a whole skein, but I'm going to use it in a project starting any day, and then hopefully it will end up being a little bit of scrap so that I can use it. So this, look how gorgeous this is, honestly though, it's beautiful. So this is Meadow Yarns. This is the Essence of First Light, and it's their Hither sock base. Just honestly, it is gorgeous. Like, I feel like that is actually doing quite a good job of picking up those colours, but it is really beautiful. So yeah, so those are my colours for January. February, I think I'm going to do pinks because I've got a few sock yarns with that yarn I'm using for the Meadow Yarns. I've got a couple of other yarns with it. Can't really tell you about that project because it's going to be a secret project, but when I can, you'll see it's got a few different coloured yarns with it, and one of them is a pink, so hopefully that'll be used. And I've got a few pink scrap yarns upstairs, so I think pink will be the colour for February, and it just gives me a little bit more time to start getting a few more scraps. I've got like scraps for a blue. Now I don't know whether to go for just navy blue or whether to mix in some different blues, because I've got both and I also have some greens, so we'll see. Yeah, I think that's about it really to say. So I hope you'll stick around and see how I get on with it. I'm really, really hopeful that I stick to it, because it's such a gorgeous, gorgeous knit, and I would just love to have a knitted blanket. And the whole idea of the Stella Quilt Blanket is to be able to create like a gorgeous heirloom piece that you can just pass down and keep forever, and I just really love the idea of that. So yeah, that's my plan. I hope you stick around. I hope I stick around, and I hope that by the end of the year I've got a gorgeous blanket to knit. Yeah, hope to see you again soon. Thank you for bearing with me and bearing with me chatting and guinea pig talk and all sorts of craziness. It only took me like 6 tries to film this video, so yay, go me. Anyway, hope you all have a great rest of your week. Yeah, love you all. Bye.